welcome.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't TJ usually do this?
Casey, that was your opportunity to be better than TJ, which isn't that hard to do, and you just royally.
Well, I thought it was going to be you. You're looking at me like about to talk.
I'm looking at you like go.
No, you're looking at me like you were about
then
to
I'll
open
go.
your mouth.
I'm Brett Griffin, spotter for Clint Bowyer. I got my man Elliott Sadler coming back this weekend. I got the hostess with the mostest back in the damn studio. Welcome back, Casey Boat from Midget Racing.
Thank you. And NASCAR racing.
Oh, yeah? You had to work your real job, your real day job?
Yeah. I basically lived at the track.
For Indy?
Yes, I had to work the Indy race, and then before that, Chad's race.
Yeah, so TJ decided his perfect attendance would come to an end for 2019.
I know, I think it's the first time.
But don't worry, because Freddie is here, fresh off a hangover and allergies and anything else you have going on with you right now.
Third place finish.
I promise you I sound just as good as I feel right now.
You sound like...
Are you saying I wasn't the hostess with the mostest last week?
No.
Is that, I mean, you cannot insult the host from last week while I'm here. I don't think that's nice.
I forgot about that.
Casey is the hostess with the mostest.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
She gets that title.
On top of me feeling not very good today, if anybody could see what Brett is wearing to the podcast today, you know,
We're going to send some
you have
videos
the
out.
most ridiculous pair of shorts I've ever seen on a man in my life on right now. You didn't see these
it.
shorts?
No. What are you wearing?
Oh, my
I'm
God.
wearing
Just
some-
consider yourself lucky.
I'm
Stay on that side of the
wearing
table.
a $250 pair of blue jeans. They
you're
went
not.
out of f***ing style, so I cut them off and made
Do
them
they
into
have
shorts.
the jewels in them or something?
I bought them in Vegas like 15 years ago. And they
They're
went
not
out
worth.
of style.
They're not worth $250. The amount of material he cut off, I think they're only worth $37 now. But I don't. It's ridiculous.
Well, we'll need to
Unbelievable.
take a picture of this. Don't
No,
you worry.
I don't think anybody
Sure
wants to see that.
I'm sure what it's the only thing I had clean, man. I've been out of town a lot. All right, I'm down to Tommy Hilfiger underwear that I wore in college. This is a true story. I'll show you my underwear too if you want to see them.
I can almost see him now.
And I'm down to a freaking pair of shorts that I had to cut off. And I mean, it's hard times around the Griffin house this week. And I leave tomorrow for Las Vegas. So I'm like literally in laundry overload. I'm stressed out. There's a lot going on with work, a lot going on with personal life, a lot going on with apparel. So this is what I got.
It sounds like you need a therapy session. You want to keep going?
This is what the podcast is for. And he made the playoffs.
And I made the
Yeah, you
playoffs.
should be so happy.
Hey, made the playoffs.
Well, like people say that, and I'm really, really, really happy for our guys because they've worked endless hours to make race cars go fast, and we have fast cars. We should have never been in the position we were in. It's a little discouraging to go into anything as hard as a NASCAR playoff, though, with 0 wins and 0 playoff points, right? We're starting from the bottom. Now we're here, is what Drake said. But we've got our work cut out for us. We're certainly up for the challenge. But at the end of the day, we can't do what we've been doing. The past 3 weeks, we can do what we've been doing. Before that, the last 5 or 6 weeks before that, we literally to bed and had to lay in it. So we got to get our stuff, keep our stuff on track like we've been with the last 3 races, get stage points, finish single-digit finishes, and advance. I feel like this first round is pretty hard because it's a lot of guys. If you screw up, man, you can get yourself in real big trouble early. And Vegas is a hard racetrack. You know, it's not getting into turn 3 can be tough, and it's going to be hotter than hell out there. It's going to be like 100 degrees. That's why I wore these shorts, man. I'm practicing being hot, so figured I'd just do it that way. But yeah, I mean, definitely awesome for Clint, awesome for Booger the crew chief and all the guys. I mean, again, they put in all the hard work. I mean, I stand on a roof 40 weekends a year, but I don't have to endure what those guys endure with all the long hours at the shop.
So Brett was fine. Like I hung out with Brett every night we were there, all day Sunday morning, hanging out, talking a little bit, and Brett was fine the whole time. No show of nerves really. I didn't sense any like extra pressure on Brett till about 10 to go, and Bubba was running third, and I think Clint was like sixth, right behind us, and he's like, "Hey man, don't let him do anything stupid and get us all wrecked right here."
Well, what I actually personally, now this was a personal comment, right? I said, Freddie, I would love for you to win this race and make the playoff, and me to get enough points and make the playoff, and us literally be the last 2 guys in. I would love for that to be. I mean, we're great friends. I'd love to see us both have that chance. But I also have seen Bubba, with your help, do some really dumb stuff when he's having a good run. Don't let this be a day where he screws up a really good run. I wasn't going down there entirely for myself. I was also going there.
97%
And
Brett.
sure
3%
as hell, We're coming to the checker flag, and I look up in turn 3, and here Bubba has Ryan Blaney just literally in the grass. He's running him so low because Bubba doesn't want to relinquish the top 3 finish, and he's racing Blaney.
That's coming to
just
white.
something terrible. And Blaney ends up going from racing for 3rd to end up finishing 7th. So I ended up getting a spot out of it, which was great. Got me a top 5. But I was literally watching this play out coming to the white, and I was like, no, he didn't listen. He didn't give Bubba my message.
Oh, I did.
not.
And I said, looking, inside, still there. Clear, I guess. Clear by 5 to the 24 now.
Yeah.
That 12's gone. But
There are always times where we have the old pucker up moments. You know, I mean, I certainly had one when Bowman wrecked yesterday, and goes flying across the racetrack. He wrecked going toward the wall, and all of a sudden, when that car hooked, man, he shot down right back across, literally aimed for us. And all I could say was, spinning in front of you, he's up high, he's coming down, he's coming. Like Freddie said, you know, your voice pitch changes, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, we're getting ready to get hit. This is going to be it. But we didn't. We kept going, so it was awesome. Hey, Indy was great weather, best weather we've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was in the 70s every day. The weather at night was good drinking weather.
yeah.
Probably a bad thing.
We went to St. Elmo's, and
me too.
yeah, we had some colleague folks with us, obviously doing some work dinners out there in Indy, and yeah, Freddie Freddie and I both. I've been trying not to eat a lot of red meat, you know, and they come across with this opportunity for me to have some kind of special ribeye they've got, and I'm like,
Was it the cowboy?
I can't turn this thing.
I
down.
got the cowboy.
It was a
really
special
good.
cut ribeye, he told us. And he told us all this. He sold me on it. And I was like, I'll take one of those medium rare. This thing was huge, and they didn't even cook it.
When you got to the middle of that thing, it was pretty bad. Like it was like just below medium rare, like on the outside. When you got to the middle of it, it was over.
Like it
It
could have
was
gotten
like-
up and
It
walked.
was just a hunk of meat that was
It was mooing.
standing there mooing.
And it had barely, they literally knocked the horns off his ass and put it on my plate. Now they did hit a little sear on it, but trust me, it was rare. Nonetheless, it was a phenomenal meal.
still
St.
pretty
Elmo's shrimp cocktail is still one of the most iconic things that we do on tour.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the restaurant that the industry goes to the most, I would say, right? I mean,
agree.
Ronin and Daytona is the
yeah.
number one.
When I start
Another one.
hearing the word Indy, Casey, I go on my phone and make a reservation. Because if you don't do that,
Oh, yeah.
you can't get in
It
there.
was basically the garage when you walked in there on Friday. Like, the NBC was there, all the industry.
We had Richard Childress behind us. We had Bubba Suggs beside of us, and obviously his family, the Suggs family. Who else was around us, Freddie? Anybody else? We saw Bowman
Bybee.
in there.
Yeah,
and
Bowman.
Yeah, Bowman's in there. Matt Tiff was in there.
Matt, what's his name?
Tift?
No, the other one.
Dibbenedetto? I get it right that
3
time?
weeks, can't say it still.
I mean, it was a little bit better.
I mean, it's close. It's
Di
starting with-
Benedetto.
No.
Nope. D. Benedetto.
Change his name. Matt D from now on.
Guido. His name's Guido.
Yeah, Matt D. So anyway, Indy was awesome. It was fun.
Nice.
It was fun.
Where you been, Casey? What you been doing?
Oh, just working. I could have done the show last week, so y'all gave me crap, but I could have done it if y'all hadn't changed it a million times. Donor?
Okay, wait. Who changes it?
Maybe Donor? Maybe
What, are
you?
you- Casey, really? Who do we always change this show for?
Donor.
Dilner?
No.
I need to stop talking before I get
You are
myself in
lying.
trouble.
Who always in our group chat determines what time we record?
TJ?
TJ. Yes, he is the neediest little podcast guy I've ever been around.
So needy. He is babysitting all the time.
It's awful. I can't do 2 to 3, and I can't do 3:30 to 4:45. I can do like 9 to 9:15. All right, dude, that's awesome.
Great window.
Great window. Appreciate you.
He missed all the Chick-fil-A, though.
Oh,
Good.
I might be eating the entire show, so I might gain like 5 pounds just within this hour of recording.
Yeah.
Because
If Freddie gets me sick with all this sneezing,
I'm
he's
not
doing,
going to get you sick.
I'm gonna
not
kill him.
contagious. I
I'm
promise.
glad you got whoever, Jason, you put me super far on
Yeah.
this side of the table today. So thank you. Looking
Damn it, I
out.
can't stop sneezing. You know what makes him sneeze is lights. This is a good day for me. That's the brightest light I've ever seen in my life.
He looks like
I can't
he
even
just
read
took
this
drugs.
sheet anymore. I'm crying. All right, great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's talk about something else.
Well, what about some pristine auction items?
Yeah, so
Do we win?
no. Last week I did not get the bids in time to win the
You
2 items.
suck.
Jason, what the
I
hell?
We had 2 bids.
I had one job.
I was in class. I was trying to do it, then never got a chance. So
Hell
this
with class.
week,
you got to drop out of school.
I would like to at this point. 1 semester left. Just want to get done. Here's one cool
Do
item.
you have a 4.0 right now?
Probably 3.8.
Oh, you suck,
What
dude.
the hell is wrong with
That's
you?
So
awful.
sorry. Am I fired?
I made a 0.8 one time. I did make a 0.4. I'll decide.
Is that your blood alcohol level?
That's what they graded.
That's how they grade.
Yeah, Gamecock School is a party school.
Blood alcohol was way higher than that.
I should have went somewhere like Harvard. Hi, I'm Brett Griffin. I'll be an attorney.
That would have been interesting.
Party school thing was too much. It screwed my life up.
Could you
Just look
imagine
at me.
showing up to court and
Clearly.
Brett Griffin's your attorney? You're like, I'm going to jail.
Or they get like a free attorney.
Good news is my lawyer's coming with me. So
Valid point. That was funny.
Spotting is hard, but moving is even harder.
But we can make it easy. Use OfferPad or OfferPad.com to sell your home, and TJ is going to load up the truck and help you move your stuff.
No, OfferPad will help you move, and that's no joke.
OfferPad.com. Move freely.